Hello, hello everybody. Welcome. I'm so welcome. So basically, in this individual reading, this can be for Cancer. This can be for a Cancer reading for June 2nd to June 12th of 2026. So you know how it goes for you, Cancer. I understand what you're going through, in every single day, every single week, every single month. But you have to understand what you're going to be doing in that way. You have to have this whole entire threshold of what you're doing in that way. It's like you have to have your own experiences in the right motive, in the right, how it goes. This is what it needs to be. It's, the way how this is, whether you understand it, the way how you're going to, do what you can, that's how it goes. But overall, in this situation, no matter how it goes in that way, you think to yourself, like, am I doing this right? Am I doing this correctly? Am I, doing a lot of things? And this is how it goes. So you have to think to yourself and say, this is how it goes. This is how it is. But Cancer, you need to understand what it is in that way. And this is how it goes in that, how it goes. So the way I'm going to say it, in one way or another, this is how it goes. Okay, so let's see what's going on. So let's see what's going on, and let's see. So we have basically the Sun card reverse. You are in negativity, and it comes to you want entertainment. So Cancer, the way how this is, whether you're in negativity and when you want entertainment, there are two different things, right? Negativity is you're being mean, you're being nasty, you're being that's how it goes, right? So when you're in negativity, that's what it's going to be. But in the way of how this is, when you have the entertainment, you want to be entertained. And that's how it goes, right? So when you want to be entertained, you want that to happen. You want to be who you are. So, Cancer, I understand what you're going through, but whether if you are dealing with another Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, that's how it goes in that way. And when you're in negativity, that's what it is in that way. So you have to understand that, okay? And that's what it seems to be, okay? So that's how it goes. So I can see it in the way of how it goes in that way, and you think to yourself, okay, this is what's going on, this is what it seems to be, and that's how it is. So you have to understand it. But this is the way it happens. This is the way of how it goes in that way, because you have to understand it. You have to think about the way how it goes in that way, and you have to know about it in that way, because that's what it is. So you have to understand it. But that's how it goes. Okay? So let's see what's going on. So you have basically the devil card is actually obsessions, addictions in this way. So you might be dealing with another Capricorn Cancer. That's how it goes. In the Wheel of Fortune, you're having good luck on your side. That's what you want. That's what you get. But the Nine of Swords, there's no drama here. So that's a good thing. But the way this is, whether if you're into that bracket of what you're doing in that way, that's how it goes. So it's like you think to yourself and say, this is the way it happens, but that's how it goes. So I'm going to clarify this Wheel of Fortune. Those here says no decisions. Two guys here says no relationships or friendships. The 3-1 story, you want communication. Yeah, because you want to communicate. You want to communicate because in that way you need to figure out that, this is how it goes. But when you have the 2 cups reversed, there's no relationships or friendships. I have no idea. But the way this is, if you want communication, you want to communicate. That's the way it goes. So you might be doing it in a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius in that way, but that's how it goes. Okay, so you're trying to be skeptical of what you're doing in that way. All right. Now the devil card, let me clarify that. So the King of Cups there's no support. 8 Pentacles reversed, there's no perfection. 3 Cups reversed, there's no bravery. Ace of Pentacles reversed, there's no prosperity about money. Stories of it is inspiration. Yeah, exactly. So you want things to happen. You want things in that way because that's how it goes. So if you see yourself into that way, whether you want to express yourself in many ways and you want to have inspiration, that's what you want. It's the way of how you're going to do it in that way because it's the way how it goes. It's like you need to have your own reference of what you're doing in that way because you have to understand that. You have to have your own priority, you have your own respect. That's how it goes. And you have to do that. So in many ways, Cancer, you need to be who you are and you have to be, to have your inspiration in that way. Okay? Now let us see what's this Nine of Swords about. two swords reversed, so you don't, or two swords to the right. So you don't know which direction you're going to take, left or right. Empress over there's structure. Knight of Cups there's no fulfillment. Five Pentacles over there's basically you're basically feeling insecurity about money. King Wands over there's passion, so you want to be a leadership. Magician there's no skill. Two Wands is over you want planning on something. That's what you want. You want to plan on something because that's how it goes. So whether you might be doing it in a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, that's what it's going to be. So whether you decide about what you're going to do in that specific outcome, that's what it is. It's like you have to see it in that way. You have to believe what you're doing because in that way, that's how it goes. Now let me clarify this 3 Wands here. 8 Cups are you want entertainment. 9 Pentacles are you want trust. Taurus over there's transformation. 9 Taurus there's no drama. 6 Wands there's no celebration. 6 Taurus there's no movement. 4 Wands there's no celebration. And whereas over there's completion, yeah, because everything's completed. So you want things to happen in that way. You want things to be in the right direction, and that's how it goes, right? It's not going to be in the wrong direction, no. But the way this is, you have to be in the right direction, and you have to follow your own heart. You have to follow your own beliefs. You have to follow what you're doing in that way, because that's what it's going to be. So you have to understand about the beyond and the above and beyond of this situation in that way. What's the start about? 5 Swords first, so no conflict. Queen Swords is ever you want to show your independence. 5 Wands first, there's no chaos. Moon reverse, there's no expectations. 10 Pentacles are you want wealth. Exactly, so you're focusing on money. Focusing on money is a great way, Cancer, in the ability to understand that, because when you have money, that's what you want, that's what you need, that's what you provide. But the way this is, that's what it goes. So in your own way and saying, okay, this is how it goes, that's what it's going to be. So that's what it is. And when you believe it, that's what it is in that way, and you think back, it's like, alright, this is how it goes. I need it in the right direction, because that's what it's going to be. So you have to understand that, because in that way, you think to yourself, it's like, okay, this is what it is, this is how it's going to be, that's what it is, right? So whether if you believe that you might be doing it in a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, that's what it might be interesting, but that's how it goes. Let me clarify this 2 Wands here. Judgment is already you're taking action. 6 Pentacles first, there's no kindness. 10 Swords is already there's conclusions. 9 Wands is already there's fear. Jessica is already there's endings. You're focusing on the Scorpio. 8 Wands is already you want speed. Yeah, because in that way, if you want speed, you know everything is going to be speed, right? And that's what you want. So whether if you decide about this, Cancer, and you want to know that, that's what it is. It's like you have to understand that, because this is like no peer pressure, no. But what this is, you have to act upon it, right? That's how it goes. So you have to focus on what's happening in that way. You have to focus about your own daily routine. If you're focusing what is happening, that's how it goes. So that's what it's going to be. I'm going to clarify the World card. Where Virgo is in completion. 10 Pentacles. Empress over their structure. 8 Wands. Moon reverse. There's no mismutations. Okay, so let me clarify this this World card. Magician is alright, you want skill. Taurus is over, there's progress. Taurus there's no transformation. Taurus there's no decisions. Hangman is alright, you have restrictions. So you want to be restricted, and that's what you want. So, you know, being restricted, that's what you want, but that's how it is. So that's what it's going to be. Okay, Cancer, that's what you want. And you understand that, because, you know, time after time, when you just act like that, that's what it's going to be. And you have to understand that, because you have to improve yourself wisely to get the better of you, right? That's what it's going to be. And Cancer, you need to do that, okay? What's the same for about? Hermit is already, you want solitude, so maybe you already have a soulmate, but you're looking for more soulmates. Death careers, there's no endings. Moon is already, there's mismutations. Sun careers, there's negativity. Exactly. So when you're in that negativity, I understand what you're going through. But you know what, Cancer, I understand about what you're feeling in that way, and you think to yourself, is like, well, this is how it goes, but the way of this is like how you're going to see it, how you're going to emphasize of how it goes. So whether if you act like this and say, it's not my fault, you have negativity. And when you have negativity, it's like things are not going as planned. It's like you're saying, woe is me, I can't do it anymore, I quit. But what this is, when you have negativity, it's drawn to that, right? It's drawn to that direction of how it goes, okay? What's this moon card about? We have fortuners, you're having bad luck. Strangers are on bravery. Just yours is not telling the truth. Words over there's completion. Emperor's yours is no nourishment. Emperor's over there's structure. High Priestess over you're using your voice. Fool is over there's change. Exactly. So things are going to change as they go along, because that's how it goes in that way. So I'm going to clarify this Fool card. That's because you want endings. So you're focusing on those Scorpio. I'm going to clarify this Hangman. Yours is no progress. Those are you making decisions. Just yours is not telling the truth. Interesting. So there's two lies here. What's this Sun card? Terms where you want healing. Those are where there's obsessions, addictions. Exactly. So things are not going as planned. But you're planning on something. But when you're acting like this, Cancer, it's not going to end well. So let's clarify this justice. Empress already you want nourishment. Hermit you already have a soulmate. High Priestess already you using your voice. Yeah, so whether if you act like this and you think back to yourself, it's like, I need to use my inner voice, use it. But when you think that you're making up lies and you're not telling the truth and that's how it goes, it's like you're acting to be Pinocchio, right? You're acting to be like that because, if you keep acting like this and you keep acting like you have, obsessions, addictions, if you're feeling like, everything's not okay, that's how it goes. It's like you need to believe in your own self and say, all right, this is how it goes. It needs to stop. But how do you stop it? How are you going to decide of what's going on in that way, right? That's how it goes. So then we'll clarify the middle of the situation. High Priestess are you using your inner voice. So you want to use your inner voice because that's what you want. So now let me see what the universe is saying here. So let's see. Let's see what's going on. And let's see. Let's see. One more. So we're going to go from the middle to the right, middle to left. A1 Taurus is no speed. A Pentacles Taurus is no intervention. Magician Taurus is no skill. Taurus Taurus is no healing. 5 Pentacles are you're feeling insecurity. Exactly. 4 1 sorry, there's celebration. 7 Taurus you're not feeling deceit. Ace Swords sorry, there's understanding. Exactly. So you might be doing Gemini or Aquarius in that way. You might be also dealing with another Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus in that way. So that's how it's going to be. What's between the middle and the left side? 10 Cups is everybody there's completion. Strength Carriers is no bravery. 9 Wands is no fear. Here Fearers is no guidance. 8 Swords is no anxiety. Hermit is already there's solitude. So you're looking between having a soulmate, maybe not having a soulmate. 9 Cups story, there's fulfillment. 10 Pentacles story, you're focusing on a career. And Ace of Cups story, there's satisfactory. Exactly. So you want things to happen going your own way. You might do this in our Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You might do this in our Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. That's how it goes. So that's why it seems to be in that way, because that's how it goes. You have to feel the way of how you're feeling in that way, right? That's how it goes. Then clarify this Ace of Cups. Judgment is already you're taking action. Knight Pentacles, you're feeling comfortable. Empress, there's nourishment. Knight Pentacles, there's no trust. So you were in between having trust and having not trust. Okay, Cancer? Five Cups, there's no grief. Taurus, there's transformation. Page of Pentacles, there's no prospects. Five of Wands, there's chaos. Exactly. So when you have chaos, things are not going as planned. But you're thinking about a plan, then you're not thinking about a plan. Which is it? Left or right? Right? So you have to understand what you're going through. You know exactly which direction you're going to take. And that's how it goes, Cancer. Because this is the way how it is. And this is what it's going to be. What's in the middle? This is Ace of Wands, there's no new beginnings. Queen Cups, there's no empathy. Hangman, and so you want restrictions. So basically, the universe is telling me that you want to have restrictions, and that's okay, right? So the way how this is, whether if you have restrictions, Cancer, I understand what you're going through, but you know, having restrictions is a great thing because it's like you're having restriction about you can't do this, you can't do that, you know. But that's how it goes. It's a very sketchy feeling about what you're doing in that way, right? In that aspect, because that's what it's going to be. So you think back and you think to yourself, it's like, you know, this is how it goes. It needs to be, you know, who I want, who I need to be, but that's how it goes. It's like if you have restrictions, you're being restricted, and when you have restrictions, it's like that's how it goes, and you have to understand that because there's always a good way. You know, there's always a will, there's always a way, and you have to understand that because, you know, theoretical speaking, is that you have to believe that when you have restrictions, you've been restricted, and that's okay, Cancer. That's okay because the way how this is, you have to understand that you have to be who you are, and you have to do exactly what you want to do, and that's how it goes. So you're going to be in the step in the right direction, but that's how it goes. So I hope you all like this video. Try to get a like in the comment and enjoy, and that's how it's going to be in that way, and that's how it goes. So I hope you all like this video. Give a like, give a comment if you want, and that's how it goes in that way, and that's how it is. So I'll see you next time when I do, and that's how it goes in that way, and that's how it is. So thanks so much. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye for now, everybody. Thank you, and thanks, and bye.